lashes are sticking together. I'm making a mess. Hey y'all, what's up? My name's Kelsey K, otherwise known as KelseyKMUA, and I wanted to thank you so much for being here today. Guys, it's officially spring! I am so excited. Oh, okay, so the day that I'm filming this is Wednesday, March 25th? Yes. Wednesday, March 25th. I'm hoping that I will have this video up by tomorrow. But for right now, I just want to kind of go through a bunch of my favorite pinky makeup products to do like a very, very like bright, pinky, springy, floral makeup look. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump on into it. So for primer, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Ulta Beauty Poreless Primer. It literally comes out like strings. Really, I found out the trick to this. You really have to like rub it between your fingers first to kind of get it like almost into like a liquidy type form, and then go in and press it into the skin. Okay, and next for foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation in the shade 20 Classic Ivory. You know, the very first time that I ever tried this foundation, I was not a huge fan. And I can say now that after wearing it for maybe about a month or two, I can still say I really don't like it on first application. On first application, I just feel like, for me, because my skin is naturally pretty oily through the T-zone, that even in the places where I'm really dry and it's supposed to help like moisturize those areas and supposed to give you kind of like that nice like dewy glow because it's made with hyaluronic acid, I just feel like it does not stick to my skin at all. But at this, and that is trying it with every primer that I own. So I do know that I do like it after wearing it for a good like hour or two, but upon first application, I'm still just like, why do I like this foundation? Next for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Fawn. So tell me what you guys have been binge watching on Netflix since the beginning of the quarantine. Everybody keeps asking me, they're like, so how are you doing? Like, oh my gosh, like what have you been binge watching? And I'm like, nothing. I still have schoolwork. For those of us that are still trying to handle the switch between in-person classes to online classes, we are struggling. Especially the fact that I have senioritis so bad right now, and so my determination to get things done is just like none. I tell you guys, like right now, I just do not want to do anything. It's so bad. I'm just like, can I just like pay someone to do my homework? Okay, no, I'm not going to, but it'd be nice if I could. But then I wouldn't learn anything and then my degree wouldn't be worth nearly as much. So if you feel like me and you feel like you have senioritis, girl, just stick it out. We are going to get through it together. Okay, and to set everything down, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Too Faced Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder. I really, really enjoy using this powder simply because of the sole fact that because I do have such a cool undertone, that it really, really works out well because it does have a slight like peachy undertone to the powder. It does give like a slight pink sheen. So for me, if I end up using a foundation shade that's a little bit too golden, I can use this and it really just kind of balances out my skin tone. It makes me look a little bit more like myself. Next for bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Bronze Pearl Mineral Glow Pearls from Physicians Formula, if there's anything left of it. A little bit too heavy, but that's okay. So on my forehead, I'm buffing here in circular motions to really blend this here into the hairline to get a very, very natural looking finish. Really quickly, I'm just gonna tone down a little bit of this bronzer by taking a little bit of translucent powder. I'm using the Coty Airspun on my brush to gently kind of just buff this here into the skin. Oh, see, that's so much better. Yeah, and this gives more of like a natural finish. Not too much powder, just a little bit here on the brush just to kind of buff it all in. See, I do think that this foundation is really, really pretty once you powder it down. It looks really, really nice, but it doesn't offer a whole lot of coverage, so if you are looking for coverage. But now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sponge, dip it here into my powder. I'm I'm also gonna put a little bit of powder here on the sides of my nose because this is where the foundation tends to break down on my nose and gets really, really oily. So I'm going to make sure that I am packing this powder here into the corners, crevices here of my nose, to really make sure that none of that foundation is gonna break down and separate. For brows, using Anastasia Dip Brown, the shade Taupe. Are my brows even? I hope so, because we're moving on. Okay, for eyeshadow primer, I'm just gonna go ahead and take this Arbonne eyeshadow primer.
There's not a whole lot left.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm kind of just gonna take the little doe foot applicator and kind of like roll it here onto my finger and get everything off that I can. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this here onto the eye. This is a very, very, very tacky formula, which is nice because it really, really adheres to all of the shadow. It is so tacky, so sometimes it can be really, really hard to apply. You don't want to be tugging at your eyeshadow like this if you're kind of dragging across the eye. Go ahead and pat to be very, very careful around this very, very delicate skin area. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sponge, and since it has some of that excess powder on it, it's gonna help kind of set that down. For eyeshadow today, I am using the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Iconic Neutrals 2 palette. I love warm tones. These don't really have shade names, so I'm just gonna go ahead and have to like point to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this bone shade right here all over a fluffy brush and kind of buff this kind of here onto the eye to really help set everything down. So make sure that we get our shadows to blend a little bit easier because I'm going for kind of a soft pink look as opposed to something a little bit more like bold and colorful. So really making sure that all the shadows are gonna blend well. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take this more like creamy, like skin tone shade. Well, for me, skin toned, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and take this color right here and I'm gonna go ahead and work this here through the crease very, very liberally. Very, very fluffy. And just really get this in there. And have this color really pack a punch just because it is that lightest shade that I'm gonna be using. Taking that same brush and running it through the lower lash line. I'm really, really holding the brush very, very close to the bristles as opposed to further back on the handle so I can get lots of precision and so I don't stab myself in the eyeball. You know, you never realize the crazy faces that you make when you're doing your makeup until you actually have to sit here and edit videos. I never realized the stupid faces that I make until I'm editing videos and I'm just like, dang it, I need to remember to like keep my mouth closed when I'm blending my eyeshadow, but do I ever remember to do it? Nope. Now on more of a dense, fluffy brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right here and work that more densely through the crease. I'm weird, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And on that same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same peachy shade and we'll run that through the lower lash line, just on the outer third of the eye. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade right over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on the outer V of the eye. And we're just gonna go ahead and stamp, 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 stamp. You do get more pigment payoff when you stamp on your shadows as opposed to swirling them around. So if you're really looking for lots of color payoff, make sure you stamp first and then you can go through with a clean brush and blend it afterwards. Didn't I say that this was gonna be a light pink eyeshadow look? Oh well. Soft wash of color, my booty.
My booty, my booty, my booty. I think I'll do a natural eyeshadow look today. Use black eyeshadow.
Swear, mommy, I'm a good girl. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take a brush with no additional product on it and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out the edges of that darker pink shade. Okay, y'all, looking good, looking good. So next I'm gonna go ahead and take the ColourPop Jelly Much shadows in the shade Closer to You. Ooh, I love the way that looks. Oh, so flirty here. Ooh, let me zoom in. Okay, let me go ahead and take like a smaller packing brush, like a really, really small brush, and I'm just gonna, ooh, I'm actually really packing a punch here.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Ooh, we are looking very, very shimmery, but you know what, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take just a teensy weensy little bit, and I am just gonna go ahead and take this here on the inner third of the lower lash line to really, really give that nice pink sparkle under the eye as well. I don't know if I want to add eyeliner or not. I'm still deciding. You know what, instead of taking like a nice like thick liner, what I think I'm going to do is take the Sunrise palette from Folklore and I'm gonna go ahead and take like a flat defining brush and I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and I'm gonna use that as my eyeliner. I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge that here along the lash line. You know, and I nice like little like faint wing. I don't think it looks too bad. So
we're just gonna roll with it.
I kind of like that. Okay. This was a good decision. Very good. And now for mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Maybelline Lash Sensational Curvitude Mascara. I really love how this mascara gets like every single lash. Did I already get mascara on my eyelid? No, okay, not yet. I swear it happens every time. I always get mascara on my eyelids. It just, I can't not do it. I'm trying so hard not to. Now, let me try to tilt my head back. I heard that if you tilt your head back when you do your mascara, it prevents you from getting mascara on your eyelids. I love how you're getting this really lovely shot up my nose though, so. You know what, we're just gonna go ahead and fast forward and I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay guys, lashes look good. Let's go ahead and zoom on out and finish up the rest of the complexion. Okay, first of all, let's go ahead and dust away all this excess powder now that I've been baking for too long. I'm burnt! For blush, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Morphe 8C Cool Pro Blush Palette, and I think I'm going to take this shade right here. This one here is called Free. I'm gonna go very light. I'm gonna just apply this here. I think I applied too much, but you know, it's okay. Guys, I'm not going a little to the forehead. I put blush pretty much everywhere. I used to be insanely afraid of blush just because my cheeks are naturally so red. I was like, I do not need any more redness in my cheeks, y'all. But you know, I have slowly fallen in love with blush. Slowly but surely. For highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Maybelline Master Chrome shade in Molten Rose Gold. Why? Oh, Maybelline! Am I the only person who gets like really excited when they apply highlighter? Like, oh, that's so pretty. Like, I adore this highlighter. A little bit on the forehead here, just a little bit there in the middle to kind of, oh, there we go. Yeah, get that nice like glowiness to it. A little bit on the chin. And then just everywhere. You know what? Let's just go ahead and a little bit here, a little bit there. A little bit everywhere. Let us also take a little bit of that and hit the brow bone with it. Just a teensy weensy. Honestly think that this ColourPop Jelly Much Shadow is brighter than the highlighter itself, but you know what? It makes me feel better knowing that it's there. For lips, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a little bit of lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on a little bit of gloss. This is the Victoria's Secret Color Gloss in the shade Wink. I don't even think they sell this anymore, and I'm sad. Why does a nude pink lip liner make everything better? Spritzing myself down with the Mario Bodyskew spray, and then going on top with the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. That is an aggressive sprayer. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. This is the final look. I hope you guys all like it. I definitely had fun filming this video. I have not done a pink eyeshadow look in like for freaking ever, so this was really exciting. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a big ol' thumbs up. It helps other people find the video. And if you want to help other people find this video even faster, you can share this video. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit the little notification bell so you can be notified of whenever I upload, so you can see more videos of me doing stuff like this. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.